All right, guys. So I'm coming at you with a new ban list prediction slash wish list, kind of. You have cards like Mulch Army Perulia in the game now, which is basically Max C. All the pros, all the tubers were telling you, oh, this card's not that good. And then you get to Nats, and every deck list has it pretty much in the top 64. And yeah, the card's crazy. But it's kind of a necessary evil because you have decks like Snake Eyes, Ubel putting up insane inboards, and you literally are sitting there pretty much playing solitaire at that point. Because if you don't have the right hand traps, the right board breakers, you're just out of luck. So now we've came down to playing Spooky Dogwood for a way to win in a cheesy time win. I mean, dude, that's so lame. But you have to do it because everybody else is doing it. It's just like cards like Dimension Shifter. Yes, it's an FTK type of card. It sucks. It's a lingering effect. It's terrible for the game, but it's kind of a necessary evil right now because otherwise decks like Snake Eyes and Ubel, they'll just do whatever they want to you. But anyways, let's get straight into the ban list. All right, so first off, we're going to start off with Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. Cards like this, they enable FTKs, like virtual FTKs. If you give somebody a Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, they're not going to be able to play the game, okay? Unless you're, oh, I'm playing Gimmick Puppets. Oh, you're going second with Gimmick Puppets. You're probably not winning anyway. So it's not even good for you. So, yeah, no. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of cards like this. Apollousa. At the moment, I don't think it'll get hit. Because cards like this, it either has to get banned completely or unlimited. I don't see him hitting this card. Because I don't think this card is the problem so much as IP Masquerena. I'm going to skip over to this one. This one needs to be banned. And it sucks because the card is a good card, but it just allows too much right now. Like, you break their board all but, what, this, and then you still have to deal with this, and then they go into ISP or Apollousa because you got cards like Flamberge who bring back 2 bodies for free for no reason. It's just too much. So this is the culprit right now, I think, and I think the game will get instantly better. But yeah, you can leave Apollousa because if you have to hard make it on your turn, it's a little worse because it does lose to Imperm. It loses to chain blocking. I mean, it's not that serious. Beatrice. This card should be banned. It's at 1 for a reason. I don't know why they're not. I don't know why they haven't banned it yet. I think maybe they just wanted to see, and maybe they are laughing about it. It was literally in like 90% of the top in deck list, wasn't it? That we're playing Fiendsmith and Snake Eyes. You have Angel Blue Tears, Black Goat Laughs. It's stupid. Those cards wouldn't be that bad if this card wasn't around. Calamity. Again, we have to set the precedent. No FTKs. Okay, it's stupid. Shifter. I could see this card getting semi-limited, maybe even limited. I doubt it though. I doubt anything will happen to it. Like I said, it's kind of a necessary evil in the format if all this other stuff doesn't happen. But I would love to see this card get banned. But let's just say it doesn't. Anti-Spell, I think it stays. Gozen, I think it stays. We're going to jump over here to Tikaboo. I think it stays left alone. Gamma. If this is the way the format's headed, I think we need Gamma back to 3. And it's a very fair hand trap if you think about it. You have to play a brick to play it. And you can't play multiple of them at the same time. It's a pretty fair card. Mulch Army Perulia, you know, I want this card to be banned because I think it's just a little ridiculous. It's like an auto win for Tempai. If they draw this and you actually are a deck that special summons from the hand a decent amount, like you're at least going to normal summon and special summon from hand at least once if you're playing Snake Eyes. Not to mention if you got the Witch. So you're sitting there drawing into hand traps. Or board breakers. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't see them hitting the original. I think the original is not the problem. I think the original is just necessary to the engine, so I wouldn't say hit that. Let's go ahead and jump to this flood guy. I think this will stay at 1. I don't like Rivalry. It's probably the worst of all of them. So I would like it to get banned. But at 1, I don't think you'll see decks like Runick, and, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Pot of Prosperity, this probably does need to come to 1. It just adds extra consistency to decks that are already a little oppressive. But the thing is, nobody's really running it, so I don't actually see it getting banned. Promethean Princess, you know, I mean, it's one of those cards that has to go either banned or unlimited, because at 1, it's not going to affect anything. I don't think this card is the problem now. If it gets banned, I could see Konami banning it. Just like, hey, we did something, you know. But at this point, it's not the biggest interruption that they have. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to get hit. Protos, I think you could see this get hit. I think they tested it out back at 1. I think this might be one of the situations where they say, yeah, this card's a little too broken. You know, it's a little unfair. To be able to just blind call Dark right now is a little too much. But Ritual Beast will just not even be a deck anymore if this goes away, because this is like literally what wins them most of their games. Runick Tip, if they're gonna hit stun, I think this is the right move. Fountain is not the right move because it's already at 2. I mean, if you hit it to 1, sure, it'll hurt the deck, but the tip actually ends up winning a lot of games. Being able to just search for the cards you need. So if they're going to hit stun, I think this is the way to hit it. Singing Summoning, I can see this going to 2. I don't know. I feel like this ban list has to be big. I don't think they'll do such a big ban list, though. It's never really happened before, I don't think. I don't think they've ever banned or hit, like, what, 20 cards at one time or something. Like, needs to be hit. But you can see this because it did win a national championship. I think 2's fair because we don't have Max C. So if we had Max C, it'd be different. But with Perulia, it could still come to 1. They might. I don't know. This is a really tough one. I'm not too keen at, because Tempo Dragons is not like super oppressive, because it has to going first. It doesn't do anything that you can't really deal with. But yeah, I don't know. I would put Skill Drain to 1, test it out there. It's not Skill Drain so much as it is Snake Eye's ability and then Whitewood's ability to just spam the card and just get rid of it at any time. It's a little too much. Snake Eye Ash to 1, I think, or even 2 would be a good start with the deck, depending on some of the other hits. So let me talk about this one first. I think Oak banned completely is actually a good hit. I think this is actually a good hit that I don't think anybody would complain about. I don't think you'd get a whole lot of pushback from the players, and I don't think you'd get people complaining that it wasn't enough. I don't see them hitting Flamberge. They might put it to 1, but nobody's really playing more than 1 anyway right now. So I don't see them even moving that. It doesn't really make sense. So Ash, I don't think you can hit it all the way to 1 if you ban Oak. Maybe semi-limited is decent for Ash, just so the consistency drops a little bit, but I think 1 to 1 is very fair and manageable. And leave Poplar alone. And Zelantis, a lot of people wanted this ban a little bit ago, but now they're not really playing it. So Zelantis is not the problem. I mean, and it's another one of them cards you can't just limit it. You have to ban it. I mean, it's just like Beatrice. Like, this card should have been banned. You can't really limit extra deck cards. I mean, Beatrice was a weird exception because they were playing multiple of it, but either way, it's just not good for the game to have just a card like this even at 1. It's just not good. It's just like Sanctifier. Like, oh yeah, we put Sanctifier to 1. What, bro? What? It'd be like literally the same thing. Like, oh, thanks. Or IP. I mean, you see how stupid that is? But yeah, Mulch Army, this is just kind of a joke. They're not going to ban it. It's not even a possibility. It's just got printed. They got support coming out for it. I say support. They got its like brother, which is even better. It's literally even better. And then everybody's going to be playing this and that. It's about to be, like I said, if they do not come out with a really good ban list right here, it's gonna be a very interesting next few months, because I don't think people are excited about the format. I mean, especially after Fiendsmith came out, the gameplay is nowhere near as interactive right now. Even if you hand trap them, you're just like, if you don't have like at least two hand traps, you're cooked, because those decks have so many extenders, so many ways to play through it, and they're also able to play a ton of non-engine as well. So I don't know what you do, but whatever it is, it's not, whatever they're doing right now isn't working. You know, and speaking on the floodgates, I'd love to see all of them go to 0. They're just not good for the game. But in situations like now, they're kind of necessary evils. That's what's crazy. But like Skill Drain, for example, you have decks like Snake Eye that can just use it and then get rid of it, so it doesn't hurt them. It's just a little ridiculous at the moment. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did I miss anything on here that might get hit? I know U-Bell's not really on here, but I just don't see anything in the U-Bell strategy other than, I mean, Beatrice kind of hurts U-Bell. And I know nothing else on here really hurts U-Bell. But I mean, maybe they ban Soul of Rage because it's similar to IP, but I mean, Soul of Rage is kind of just a, or maybe Yama. Yama might actually get hit. I don't know. I mean, I doubt that, because I mean, that would kind of kill the Unchained strategy, so it would just pretty much kill a rogue deck. So I don't know how you hit U-Bell unless they do decide to hit Apo. I think that hurts U-Bell a lot. Maybe don't hit IP and hit Apo. I would take that trade. I just don't see him hitting Apollousa, and I think Apollousa, again, it's a fine card. I mean, it doesn't, you know, I mean, it loses to a lot of stuff. So, anyways, we'll see you on the next one.